Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geisen from the Villager Cigar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Good man. I'm just sitting over here weaseling because you always got to be weaseling. Always be
Oh yeah,
weaseling.
did you smoke? You were down at Weasel Fest? Did
I
you
was down at
smoke?
Weasel Fest.
Did you smoke any Bakas?
I smoked everything, literally
Nice.
everything in the portfolio. I smoked some old stuff, like some crazy old stuff, and then I smoked two new stuff. Aren't even on the market. They're in the circle of trust, but I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Were they
So
like
yeah.
were they like Baka kind of, or can you not talk about it?
Uh, I
Or
I think that they will impress people like June who don't necessarily like what they see as the standards, which isn't really standard because like the intent. June always says RoMas are really strong, and then I go, "What about the intemperance?" He's like, "Oh yeah, no, I like the intemperance." Like right, so like they
no, he'll be like,
have
I like intemperance. I like
yeah
intemperance.
yeah, so they have cigars that are all across the board. I think people just for whatever reason fixate on the Chromags and the Aquitaines and yeah and yeah. Anyways, I had a great time, which
Nice.
hopefully you'll see soon if I can, stop freaking out about buying houses and finish this article that I'm trying to write.
All right. So today we're talking about the Roma Craft Baka Hunter Gatherer. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6x54. Comes out of the Fábrica de Tabacos Nicosueño factory in Nicaragua.
Like sueño.
Wrappers Cameroon, binder and filler are both undisclosed. Blended by Skip Martin and Esteban Disla. Price point is $12.70. Cigar was released in June of 2021. We picked these cigars up from Blue Smoke of Dallas. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, be sure to stop in for a cigar. But if you're not local and they have something that you want in stock, give them a call. They'll ship it out to you. All right. So, Seth, take us through your experience with the cigar.
Yeah, listen. First third started out with clove, anise, cinnamon, pepper. There were some faint currant qualities. I got some leather, sweet earth. It was really, really enjoyable. There were some tobacco qualities as well. Sweet, spicy, rich, filling, medium full strength, um, good burn, good draw. Second third shows some like espresso qualities getting involved, some bittersweet chocolate, um, leather tobacco, still medium full. And then the final third is really just kind of right on line. It's just rich, sweet spices and some fruit notes. I really enjoyed it. Complex, medium full, all the way to the end. John?
Yeah, this is good. Creamy wood, light nutmeg, accents, pepper, strawberry, bread. I mean, just everything I love in a cigar. Just nuanced, balanced, lots of depth. Second, third, creamy bread, wood, a little bit of faint pepper, just add accents. Creamy bread and wood. Again, consistently delivering. And then the third that always seems to trip people up, that last third creamy wood bread, mild tannic dry wood, nuttiness, baking spices, just like all the things that I love. And so, I'm pretty sure I smoked this down to my fingertips, as has been my experience with stuff out of Nicosueño. Perfect draw, perfect construction because they're very consistent. So, yeah, I was like, man, it's been a while since I've enjoyed a cigar from start to finish like this. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, black pepper, and mild creaminess. I got some dry earth that joined a little bit later. And then the second third saw the pepper become very mild. And then the final third saw light bitterness join in. I thought the cigar started well. But kind of once that dry earth started to build up in that second third, it was kind of average the rest of the way. This Vitola did spoke better for me than the Bantu, which had reviewed earlier. Um, so that was a good sign to see that. But I don't think it's something I would come back to all that often. If I get away from that dryness, the cigar would be much more enjoyable to me. But that would just have to be something I'd see. I don't know, another Vitola maybe that does it other than the Bantu before in this one. But yeah, I might come back to it on an occasion, but it wouldn't be something I'd be all over. All right, let's get into the scores. Start at the top with John at 7.17. Seth gave it a 6.77. I gave it a 6 even. So, John, how that 7.17 match up for you?
I mean, it matches up well. It's a pretty standout cigar. Obviously, it is aided by the construction, which it kind of should really. Any like cigars over $10 kind of should be perfect. Fortunately, it was. But yeah, matches up well.
All right, Seth, 6.77.
Yeah, listen, it scored really well. Cigar delivered really well. I think Skip's always done a good job with the Baka. I made the joke that after this, I was more of a gatherer than a hunter with the notes I made. So I think John is too. So I'm lame like that. So yeah, I liked it. I would really smoke a lot more of these, but I know Skip just doesn't or isn't able to release them at that degree. But good price point.
Yeah. My 6 even matches up well. It was above average flavor profile, had really good construction. It's just kind of on that verge of whether it's something I'd be coming back to frequently or not. And for me, it just didn't do enough to make it on that mark for me. But it's definitely not a bad cigar. And then you have a lot of tools to choose from, so you can go through them and find out which one fits you best. So, final thoughts from you guys on this one?
So, gosh, was it 2019? It seems like so far ago that we smoked through basically the entire Vitola range, and I remember at that time, the Hunter Gatherer was by far my favorite of the series. So I was really looking forward to this review to see if it held up, and it certainly did. Consistent with what I experienced in a really hot and dry environment, sitting around the pool in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I always thought this size, and I was kind of bummed that he didn't release the size initially. I was like, man, it's kind of your best.
Yeah, it was you did the 2 small sizes first, and then all the other sizes started to roll out kind of a year later.
Yeah, he did like the Bantu, the Pygmy, and so yeah, it's really good price point. I think the $12 really is justified, and I think Skip does a really good job of always. If it's not just the blend, he also just does a nice job with the packaging. I have a lot of respect for Skip.
Yeah.
And I think I'm usually quite critical about large ring gauge stuff, but I think he's one of the few manufacturers who big ring gauge is kind of their core business. So like it's not they don't put out a larger ring gauge because people ask for it. It's already a part of their portfolio. And I think that goes a long way to knowing how to blend a larger ring gauge that's both balanced, but also is engaging. It has layers to it. It's not just one well fermented tobacco note all the way through, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, it's tobacco, but so yeah.
Didn't the Baka have the red and white? No, Neanderthal had his Texas colors, and didn't Baka have the Oklahoma colors for Rosales? That's right. Horns down. We lost to Kansas State. Yes, on Saturday. We suck.
But he sneaks the Texas Star on that white band underneath the Baka band. He's got a little Texas.
It's because all the Oklahoma athletes come from Texas. So it's just.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You can read the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Baka!